Hello students, welcome to Power Tutorials. So hope most the students who are want to improvise their exam score by writing the phase 2 exam. That is, the timeline is not yet decided, but it will be mostly in May 15 to May 30. So between that time slot your exam will be there. So I hope everyone knows what is the criteria and might have already submitted, who are willing to write improvise their marks for phase 2. That is, and for maximum, I think everyone knows it is maximum of 3 subjects only it is applicable to write the re-exam, the second exam. And whoever want to write, for them, for their purpose I am preparing this live video so that we can have a quick revision about starting from 2 chapters. So today we are focusing mainly on arithmetic progression and trigonometry chapter. Okay, so let me so whoever on not yet went to a school and submitted an exam, today I think today will be the extension day. You can check your with your school for the phase 2 exam. Okay, because only through school only we can apply for the phase 2. There is no other option. You have to only apply through school, because through school portal they will apply your phase 2. They'll send the list of candidates who wants to attempt this second exam. Only through that phase you can get eligible for phase 2 exams. Okay, so for phase 2, okay, it should be P here. Okay, so for phase 2, I think we already know the maximum is 3 subjects we can attempt. So I hope most of the people will be attending maths exam, because maths was bit tough when compared to science and other subjects. Okay, so today, as I mentioned, it is only for the revision point of view, not for in detail. But if you want in detail, you can mention in the comment section. I'll definitely check and respond to you. Okay, so today the main agenda is for trigonometry and arithmetic progression. So I will cover at least 10 questions from each chapter, and I will take the previous year question papers as a reference. So when compared to trigonometry, which things are first needed? First you will write those, and then we'll start with the questions. Okay, so for trigonometry, everyone, most of you might have known. So first you need to remember the table which has all 5 ratio values. Okay, so which are 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45, 60 and 90. And the ratios we have sine, cos, tan, cosecant, secant and cot. So all 6 ratios and all 5 the angles you have to remember. So this will be mainly useful for your 2 marks questions and 3 marks questions. Okay, because for 5 marks or 4 marks they will definitely ask you for bigger ones, like prove something. Okay, so let me first write all the ratio values. So total we have 5 trigonometric ratios. So first I want you guys to remember these values first. So this is degree and this is the trigonometric ratio. Just rewrite these numbers. So we have 45, 60 and 90. Okay, so what is cos 0? Sin 0 is 0, sin 30 1 by 2, sin 45 1 by root 2, sin 60 is root 3 by 2. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2 and sin 90 is 1. So cos is just opposite of sin. So cos 0 is 1, cos 30 is root 3 by 2, sin cos 45 is again same, 1 by root 2, sin cos 60 is 1 by 2 and cos 90 is 0. Whereas tan, it is tan 0 is 0, tan 30 1 by root 3, tan 45 is 1, tan 60 is root 3 and tan 90 is infinite. Cosecant, it is inverse of sin. So here it is infinite 2 root 2, 2 by root 3 and this is 1. So secant is just opposite of cosecant, so just write everything in reverse order. 1, 2 by root 3, root 2, 2 and infinite, and for cot it is inverse of tan, so it will be infinite, root 3, 1, 1 by root 3 and 0. So I want you guys to take a screenshot so that you can just keep it as a reference for your lid. Okay, hope these values are clear now. So then we have 3 trigonometry identities. You have to remember those as well. So 3 trigonometry identities are you have 3 equations. So what are those 3 identities? First one, sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Second, 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. And third one, 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. If you remember in this way, it will be much easier because no need to confuse with respect to whether we have to keep minus or not. Okay, just remember in this way, much will be much helpful. Okay, so based upon the equation, you can simply use move tan square to the right side, then secant square minus tan square equal to 1, and the cot square, if you move to the right side, becomes cosecant square minus cot square is equal to 1, and then you can solve whatever you want. And then so short I will not detail here. So just consider this is as a triangle, and this is theta, and this will be opposite to the theta, so this is opposite side, this is adjacent side, and this is hypotenuse. Okay, so with respect to triangle, if I want sine theta and all, I will just write for 3, and rest 3 I think you guys will understand. Sine theta is opposite by adjacent side, cos is sine is opposite by hypotenuse, sine theta is opposite by hypotenuse, cos is adjacent by hypotenuse, and whereas tan theta is opposite by adjacent. Okay, rest all. Cosecant is 1 by sine, secant is 1 by cos, cot is 1 by tan. So just inverse of these 3, you will get the other 3 identities. Okay, we'll solve one questions now from trigonometry chapter, which is previous year questions. I had taken questions from 2 sets, so those 2 set questions we're going to solve now. At the same time, if you have any other questions related to these 2 chapters, you can mention in the comment section. I'll definitely check and respond to you. Okay, let's solve first one. This is a 1 mark question. Tan 2a is equal to 3 tan a is true when the measure of angle a is. Okay, so for this, you had this question, you have to simply substitute the angles which are there in it, and then you can get the answer. Tan, if I keep 90 here, then becomes tan 180. So tan 180 is 90 plus 90, so tan 180 will be 0. 3 tan 90, tan 90 is 1, tan 90 is infinite, so this is not the condition. Tan 60, so this becomes tan 120 degrees. And this is equal to or not, we have to compare with respect to tan 60. Okay, but still, if you directly go to here, this table, and if you just check the tan theta degrees and just see if multiplied by 3, if you are able to get any other value. So in this way, if you solve, you will directly get the answer. Why? Because 3 into root 3 by root 3 is nothing but root 3. So simply tan of, or 3 times of tan of 30 will become tan of 60. So this way the answer is D. Why? Because tan 2 into 30, which is nothing but tan 60. Tan 60 value we know from the table, the value is root 3. So what is 3 into tan 30? T into tan 30. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So 3 by root 3 is nothing again root 3. Okay, so hence the answer is D. Why? Because tan of 60 is equal to 3 times the tan of 30. So that's why I'm saying this table is very important, mainly for one MCQs. At the same time, they can also ask you to evaluate some values by directly giving the angle degrees. So in those questions also you can easily solve if you remember this table. Okay. Okay, let's move to the next one. Which of the following statements is true? So you have to find. Okay, with respect to sine, if you notice, whenever you go towards an angle 90, the value of sine will keep on increasing. The same way for cos, if you keep on increasing the angle till 90, the value will decrease. Okay, so in this scenario you can solve this question. Sin 20 greater than sin 70, wrong, because sin 70 will be greater than sin 20. Okay, sin 20 greater than cos 20, no, because I mentioned for cos the starting value will be higher when compared to the 90 degrees. Okay, cos 20 greater than cos 70, yes, this is true, because the cos angle, the value will decrease from 1 to 0 if you go from 0 to 90. Hence definitely the cos 20 will be greater than cos 90. What about last one, tan 20 greater than tan 70? No, because for tan also it will keep on increasing, it will not decrease. So the only option is C. Cos 20 is greater than cos 70. Hope it's clear. Let's move to the next one. Okay, this is also MCQ, and I told you they directly asked by substituting the angle degree, the trigonometry degree. So they are simply asking 1 by 2 tan square 45 degrees minus cos square 60 degrees. So tan 45 we know the value is 1. 1 square is again 1. Cos 60 is 1 by 2 whole square. So 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4, hence the answer is 1 by 4, which is C is the right answer. Okay, let's go to the next one. We have another MCQs. So as per previous year questions, we found that at least 2 questions will be coming as MCQs from trigonometry chapter. Okay, and these MCQs are 99% directly related to the table, that is the values. Okay, in rare case they can ask any details, but mostly as per previous year and this year paper, we understood that the angle related questions will be coming for MCQ questions. Okay, so see here again, sine 2 alpha is root 3 by 2. So as per the table, which angle of sine is root 3 by 2? It is 60 degrees. Hence here I can say directly 2 alpha is nothing but 60 degrees. Why? Because sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So the alpha is nothing but 30 degrees, which is 60 by 2. But they are not asking alpha, they are asking sine 3 alpha. Okay, so sine of 3 into 30. So sine 90 value is 1. Hence for this question the answer is 1. Okay, so we have covered around 4 MCQs from trigonometry question chapter, and we found that all 4 MCQs are directly related to the table, which is as mentioned in the starting chapter. So that's why I'm saying this table is, if you remember, definitely you should be able to solve all the MCQs related to trigonometry chapter. Okay, let's move to the next one. So these are 2 marks questions. Now we'll see 2 marks questions, or which type of 2 marks questions will become from trigonometry chapter and how to solve them. Okay, let's solve the first one. So in the most of the cases I can also give you 2 questions, either you have to solve A or B. So let's solve A part first. Find the value of x for which we have one equation square plus, and second equation is 1 x plus tan square plus cot square. Okay, so first we have to, let's solve first one. A answer. So it is a square, a plus b whole square formula. Directly substitute here. So it is sine square a plus cosecant square a plus 2ab, which is 2 sine a cosecant a, plus again a plus b whole square, which is a square cos square a plus secant square a plus 2 cos a secant a. Cos a is nothing but the, secant a is nothing but the inverse of cos a, and whereas cosecant a is nothing but the inverse of sine. Hence I can simply say that sin a cos a will get cancelled out, and same way cos a secant gets cancelled out. It will be just 1. So now this becomes, if you notice here sin square a and here we have cos square a. Sin square a plus cos square a is nothing but 1. So 1 plus cosecant square a plus secant square a plus this is 2 and this is 2. 2 plus 2 is nothing but 4. And you have to write here sin square a plus cos square a is equal to 1 as per first identity. Okay, now we have five plus cosecant square a plus secant square a. Now we have to use the second and third identity to solve this question. So what I have explained in second and third identity, second identity is 1 plus tan square is secant square a, and third identity is 1 plus cot square is cosecant square a. So we have secant square a and cosecant square a in our equation. So we'll just substitute both. You will get the second equation, because in this right hand side I have mentioned tan square and cot square a. So let's use, so 5 plus cosecant square a, I will write it as 1 plus cot square a, and secant a square a, secant square a, I will write it as 1 plus tan square a. So now this becomes 5 plus 1 plus 1 is nothing but 7 plus cot square a plus tan square a. Hence the value of x is 7. Okay, now let's solve the b part. So b is a direct substitution question. So directly, if you remember the, okay, it's not direct substitution. Okay, again it's a relation. Let's solve it. 3 sin 30 minus 4 sin cube 30 . 3 sin 30 minus 4 sin cube 30 by 2 sin square 50 plus 2 cos square 50. 2 sin square 50 plus 2 cos square 50. Okay, let's solve this. So first what I will do is I will take sin 30 as common in the numerator. So this becomes 3 minus 4 sin square 30 denominator. If I take 2 as common, now this becomes sin square 50 plus cos square 50. Now for the first identity, I know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is always 1 with respect, irrespective of the angle theta. So denominator value will become 2. So sin 30, I will substitute here the values. Sin 30 value is 1 by 2 into 3 minus 4 into sin 30 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 square will become 1 by 4 by 2 into 1, because sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Now this becomes 1 by 2 into 3 minus 1 by 2. 3 minus nothing but 2, so 2 gets cancelled, so the final answer is 1 by 2. So if I am in your position, I'll definitely choose B option and solve this, because this takes only 4 steps to solve it when compared to the previous question where we had to find and again 2 times we have to relate it. Okay, so for objective question, that means if you have option to solve A or B, first think which is much easier or which will take less time to solve it. In that scenario, you have to choose the correct one. Okay, now let's solve another 3 marks questions now. Let's solve it. Okay, the first one, this is very much important. This has been repeated in most of the board exams. Same question, not even a slight change we have observed. Okay, let's solve this. Let's solve A part first. Cos A plus sin A minus 1 by cos A minus sin A plus 1. So what we have to find? We have to equate it to cosecant A minus cot A. Okay. So for this question, if you notice, in the right hand side there is no denominator. So first what we have to do is do the changes such that the denominator gets cancelled out. So don't touch denominator, only change numerator and try to cancel it. So for that I will use the one as cos square A plus sin square A. Okay, so if I take in that way, let's see. Okay, sorry for the pause. So here, instead of if we replace directly sin square cos square, it will not work. So what I will do is, first I will convert this into cosecant and cot, because in the right side we want cosecant and cot. So that's why I will divide both numerator and denominator with cosecant. So I'll divide by numerator and denominator by sin A. Okay, divide numerator and denominator by sin A. So what will happen if we divide by sin A? Now this becomes cos by sin. So first term will become cot A, second sin, so it's simple plus 1 minus 1 by sin is nothing but cosecant A by cos by sin, cot minus 1 plus cosecant, cot A minus 1 plus cosecant A. So now what I will do, I will write in this way so that 1 will be on right side, cot A minus cosecant A plus 1 by cot A plus cosecant A minus 1. Okay, now this one I'll use the identity of cosecant and cot, so that it will be, we can do some manipulation so that you can divide the cancel the denominator. So for that I have the identity which is cosecant square A minus cot square. This is the third identity which we have in our trigonometry. So if I take this part which is a square minus b square, so for that reason I will take cot A minus cosecant A as common. I will get cot A minus cosecant A. If I take it as common, I will get minus of cosecant A one minus of cosecant A plus cot A by cot A minus cosecant A minus 1. Because here what I will get, cosecant A minus cot A into cosecant A plus cot A. Okay, so if I take cot A minus cosecant A as common, okay, minus if I take it as common, okay fine, so this will be minus 1 and this will be plus. Okay, so now what will happen, this value, numerator value and this numerator value gets cancelled out, so we'll get the final value which is cosecant A minus cot A. So this will take it as minus. So if I take cosecant A minus cot A as common, okay, then you will get minus 1 plus cosecant A plus cot A. So this numerator and denominator gets cancelled out, you will get the final value as this. Okay, fine, I will read out the steps so it will be much clear. So always make sure what is mentioned in the right hand side that you have to prepare. So if you check the right hand side, it is cosecant A minus cot A. Whereas in here I have cot A minus cosecant A. So what I will do is, I will just take minus as common in the whole numerator. Okay, now what it will become, if I take minus as common, I will get cosecant A minus cot A, cosecant A minus cot A, this into plus cosecant cot square A minus cosecant square plus cot square A minus cosecant square. Denominator is cot A plus cosecant A minus 1. Cot A plus cosecant A minus 1. So now what I will do, I will simply take okay, let me just write it first, cosecant A minus cot A plus cot A minus cosecant A into cot A plus cosecant A by cot A plus cosecant A minus 1. Okay, now if I take cot A and cot A minus cosecant A as common, if I take cot A minus cosecant A as common, I will get here left side will be minus 1 and right side is minus cot A plus cosecant A. Cot A plus cosecant A minus 1. Okay, now these two gets cancelled out, so we will be remaining with cosecant A minus cot A, which is nothing but RHS. Why? Because we have minus it's here, so the final answer is cosecant A minus cot A. Hope it's clear. Yeah, hi Spooky Tales. It is not pre-recorded, it's a live session. So here in this video, I am covering few questions, just previous year questions, which are related to trigonometry and arithmetic progression. So till now I have covered few MCQs and few 3 marks questions as well. Pre-recorded नहीं है, live session. Because this video is only intended for the students who are writing their phase 2 exam to improvise their marks. Okay. अभी बी पार्ट कर लेते हैं. If cot theta plus cos theta is equal to p and cos theta minus cos theta is equal to q, you have to how to solve it. We'll see. This is also 3 marks question. If cot theta plus cos theta is equal to p. Okay, let's solve this. If cos theta plus cot theta is equal to p, cot theta minus cos theta is equal to q, cos theta minus cot theta is equal to q, we have to solve. Prove that p square minus q square is equal to 4 root pq. P square minus q square is equal to 4 root pq. Okay, so let's solve LHS and let's solve RHS, and then we can relate both. सो इस वीडियो में रिवीजन फॉर फेज 2 कर रहा हूँ, जो इम्प्रोवाइज एग्ज़ाम है, और वो मई 15 से मई 30, अब तक वो टाइमलाइन नहीं अनाउंस किया है सीबीएसई बोर्ड ने, पर वो मई 15 से मई 20 होगी. इस बीच में मैथ्स का भी एग्ज़ाम होंगे. तो इस मैथ्स एग्ज़ाम के लिए मैं इस लाइव सेशन स्टार्ट किया हूँ. ठीक है, और इस लाइव सेशन में अभी सिर्फ 2 चैप्टर्स का फोकस कर रहा हूँ, वो भी ट्रिग्नोमेट्री और अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन. ओके, मेरा टारगेट है कि कम से कम 10-10 क्वेश्चंस करना है ट्रिग्नोमेट्री चैप्टर, और सेम वे 10 क्वेश्चंस मैं कोशिश करता हूँ अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन चैप्टर्स से भी करवाने का. ठीक है, तो अभी मैं सेकंड, शायद ये लास्ट क्वेश्चन होंगे ट्रिग्नोमेट्री चैप्टर से. उसके बाद मैं अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन का चैप्टर का क्वेश्चन स्टार्ट करता हूँ. सो cos theta plus cos theta plus cot theta equal to p and cos theta minus cot theta equal to q. They are asking to prove that p square minus q square is equal to 4 root of pq. Let's find out LHS, which is p square minus q square. So cos theta plus cot theta whole square minus cos theta minus cot theta whole square. A plus b whole square is a square plus b square, which is cot square theta, plus 2ab, which is 2 cos theta cot theta, minus of, let me just check the question, cos plus cot plus cos, cot minus cos. Okay, I wrote it wrong. Okay, I'll just change it. Cot minus cos. Okay, anyway it is same. And p square minus q square is 4 root of pq. Okay, so now this becomes cos square theta plus cot square theta minus 2 cos theta cot theta. Okay, so simple. Cos square theta will get cancelled out, so we will be remaining with 4 cos theta cot theta. Okay, so I'll just mark it as LHS. Okay, so in the right hand side they have mentioned 4 root of PQ. So let's find PQ first. PQ is cot plus cos, cot minus cos, cot cos theta plus cot theta into cot theta minus cos theta, cot theta minus cos theta. So this becomes cot square theta minus cos square theta, which is nothing but a square minus b square. A plus b into a minus b is nothing but a square minus b square. So for this reason, cot square theta I can write it as cos square theta by sin square theta minus cos square theta. So if I take cos square theta as common, I will get 1 by sin square theta minus 1. Okay, so this I will write it here, cos square theta into, so 1 minus sin square theta by sin square theta. So this will become cos square theta into cos square theta by sin square theta. So simply this you can say cos square theta into cos square theta by sin square theta is nothing but cot square theta. Okay, what we got in LHS? 4 cos theta cos theta. Same way PQ value is nothing but cos square theta into cot square theta. So simply I can say PQ is this value, so root of PQ. Root of PQ will be what? Root of PQ is nothing but cos theta cot theta. So now simply I will write here, in LHS side I got it as 4 cos theta cos theta, right? So I'll just write again LHS 4 cos theta cot theta. I'll write this as 1. So for cos theta cot theta nothing but root PQ. So this I can write it as 4 root PQ, which is nothing but RHS. Okay, so yeah, from here I think the 10 questions are targeted for trigonometry chapter is done. So I will move to a second chapter, which is arithmetic progression, and then I will solve few questions related to this chapter. So arithmetic progression I can say one of the easiest chapter from class 10. Why? Because it has only 3 concepts in it. So you just remember those 3 concepts, you can easily score 4 to 5 marks, which will be coming for your board exam, and I'm sure for your phase 2 as well you will definitely get at least 3 to 5 marks from this chapter. Okay, so for this what are the main topics? First one is for any AP is nothing but arithmetic progression. We have the terms like A plus D, A plus 2D, and so on till AN. A is nothing but nth term. So how to find nth term if the value is provided? So first I will write the first formula is nothing but common difference. So how to find common difference means any 2 terms difference, like if I say t of n plus 1 minus t of n. Any 2 consecutive terms difference is nothing but common difference. And the second formula from this chapter is nth term. It can be, if you can write it as an or tn, the formula is same, which is a plus n minus 1 into d, where a is the first term, n is the nth term which we are talking about, and d is the common difference. Okay, and then we have sum of n terms. Sum of n terms. So for this we have 2 formulas. If the nth term is known and if nth term is not known, the first formula is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d is the first formula. The second formula is n by 2 into a plus l if last term is known. Okay, so now we are going to solve those questions. So let me first solve these questions. We'll see how to solve these 5 questions first. Okay, so what is the nth term of an AP? So I have already told you how to solve the first nth term. So first answer I will write it here. Tn, the simply asking nth term, there is just the equation they are expecting. Okay, so A is, I will just write the formula first. A plus n minus 1 into D. So here the A value is 2, so 2 plus n minus 1, and the D, as I told you, it's a common difference between any two terms, so 7 minus 2 is 5. So for this equation will be 2 plus 5n minus 5. So the nth term for this question is 5n minus 3. Okay, second one, sum of first 10 natural numbers. So what are natural numbers? Natural numbers are the ones starting from 2, starting from 1 and so on, it will continue. They are asking sum of first 10 numbers. Okay, so for this I will solve it using both the formulas which I have shared. I will also prove that both the formula will lead to the same part. Okay, the first one is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, so they are asking first 10 natural numbers, so n is 10 now. 10 by 2, 2 into first term is 1, and n value is 10, so 10 minus 1 is 9, and the d is 1 because it's the first 10 natural numbers, which the common difference will be only 1. 5 into 2 plus 9, so the answer is 55. I'll also prove you using the second formula, which is n by 2 into a plus l. L is the last term. Last term is here. We're talking about 10th term of an AP, which is 10. So 10 by 2 into a is 1, and the L value is 10. So 10 by 2 is nothing but 5. 5 into 11. Again, we got the same answer, 55. That's why I'm saying we can use either of the formula, this one or this one. But here we should know the last term. Then only we can apply the second formula. Okay. Now let's move to the third question. Which term of AP is 78? Yeah, this is very important. This type of question will be coming for your 2 marks questions. Okay, 3, 8, 13 and so on is 78. 3, 8, 13 and so on, we have a term which is 78. So they're asking n value is what, or which term the value is 78. So for this, first let me write a value is 3, d value is 8 minus 3, which is 5, and n value that we need to find. We know that tn, that is an value, which is 78. Just simple substitute the formula, which is a plus n minus 1 into d. So this value is 78. A value we know, which is 3. N value we need to find. D value we know, which is 5. So 78 minus 3 is 75, is equal to n minus 1 into 5. 5 ones, 5 ones, 5 5 is 25. Therefore, you will get the n value as 16. And I am saying this question will be coming for your phase 2 exam as well. They will simply provide you an AP series. Then they will say you which term of this AP is 78 or which term of this series is this value. These type of questions will be coming for sure, at least for 2 marks. Okay, so here they are asking the next term of the AP. This will be for 1 mark question. Let's solve the next term of an AP. So trigonometry is all done. Now let's go to this question. Next term of AP 624/54 is. Okay, this question is wrong because this is not AP here. Let's skip this. Let's move to the next one. 20th term of AP 5, 9, 13. Yeah, this is okay. This is also important. They can ask you particular term. Okay, so in this question they are asking find 20th term of AP is 5, 9, 13 and so on. 5, 9, 13 and so on. So again for AP any question First we need to write the values. A value is 5, which is first term. D value is the difference, which is 9 minus 5, which is 4. And N value that I have mentioned here is 20. They are asking Tn. Okay, so substitute the value, which is A plus N minus 1 into D. So A value is 5, N value is provided, which is 20, 20 minus 1, and the D value is 4. So this becomes 5 plus 16 into 4 is 24. 16 fours is not 24. 16 fours 64. So 64 plus 5 is the 20th term, which is 69 is the final answer. Okay, so let me solve few more questions from arithmetic progression chapter. Okay, let me solve 2 5 marks questions. I think these will be better because 5 marks questions will be coming from this chapter. Okay, let me solve 3 questions and we'll try to wind off by 5 p.m. Okay, let's solve the first one. 16th question. The sum of 1000 is lent at interest such that the amount increases by 10 rupees each month. Find the amount after 20 months. Okay, let me just change the question. I think the view is missing. Let's focus on only 17th and 18th question. Just give me a minute, let me change it. Okay, let's see the 17th question. A school organizes a charity run. First run is 300 meters and each next run increases by 50 meters. So simple, the first round is 300. The second is increases by 50. So the common difference is 50 here, which is 350. Next will be 400 and so on. They are asking for the total distance traveled in 10 rounds. So the total n value is 10. So total distance they are asking. So simply you have to find sum of 10 rounds. Okay, so the formula for sum of n rounds is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Substitute it. N value is 10, so 10 by 2. 2 into a value is first round, which is 300, plus n value is again 10, so 10 minus 1 is 9, and the d value is 50 because for each round they are increasing by 50. So this becomes 5 into 600 plus 9 5 is 450. So 5 into 1050 is the answer. So write it here itself. The answer is 0. 5 5 is 25, 2. So the 5250 meters is the total distance traveled in 10 rounds. Okay. Let's see the 18th question. Let's keep the last question for today. But they are saying the sum of first 14 terms of an AP is 105. Sum of 14 terms of an AP is 105. Okay. First term is 7. They have provided first term, which is a value is 7. And then did they provide anything? Find 14th term they are asking. T14th. Okay, so Sn formula we have, Sn value we have, A value we have, D value we don't have. Anything else they have provided? N value is 14 and 14th term. Okay, let's solve this. So we have N value as 14, A value we have 7, D value we don't know, and they're asking T4. We have Sn form S14. S14 is 105. Substitute the S14 value, we'll get D value. So Sn formula n by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D. Substitute the values, so it becomes 105. N value is 14, so 14 by 2, and 2 into A value is 7 plus 14, N value is 14, so 14 minus 1 into D. Okay, 2 ones, 2 sevens, 7 ones, 7 15 so 35, sorry 105, so it becomes 7 2s 14 plus 13 D. So here I can say D value is nothing but 1 by 13. Just substitute the D value, you'll get the T14, because T14 just nth term formula is A plus n minus 1 into D. So A value is 7, n value is 14 minus 1, and D value we got it as 1 by 13. So this becomes 7 plus 13 into 1 by 13. 13 then gets cancelled out. 7 plus 1. So the Tnth formula value is 8. So this question is interesting because first we need to get the D value and then substitute to get the Tn value. Okay, so in this way the questions related to arithmetic progression and trigonometry are solved. So who are watching this later and who are watched the live video, thanks for watching, and mostly I will plan to solve pair of linear equations or quadratic equations in the next chapter, in the next live session. Okay, so if you have any doubts, kindly comment and mention in the comment section. Please mention your doubts or feedback in the comment section. And if you like this video and if you found it helpful, please do like and subscribe for similar content. Thank you. Let's meet again mostly tomorrow or day after tomorrow in another live session. Thank you so much.